Welcome, travelling friends of Australia. We are Vellam and Annika, and we hope you enjoy this episode of our podcast,
where we have a chat to other travellers and give them the opportunity to tell their stories and share the tips that they've learned along the way.
Hi, welcome to another great episode, Travelling Friends. Today we're talking to Jonathan and Monique. How's it going?
Really good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're doing good,
Good. Where are you guys at the moment?
Hervey Bay at the moment.
Hervey Bay. Awesome. That's in Queensland, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, just north of Sunshine Coast.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably where most people go in the winter time. They just go north because it's nice and warm. That's probably what
that's what we'll do. Definitely.
Slowly tracking towards Cairns at the moment to sort of get to even warmer weather.
Yeah.
That's the goal, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Monique, or if you want to say Jono, you want me to say Jono instead?
Yeah, Jono's good.
Okay. So who's Jono and Monique?
I'm only Jonathan to my mother, or if I'm in trouble.
And that's usually from me.
Okay.
Jonathan.
No worries.
Right. Yeah, I'll go first. So I'm originally from Sydney and I've been there basically all my life, but then I moved to Brisbane for work, which was amazing. So I used to work in the bank. And then from there I met Jono. I actually stayed in Queensland. So nothing too exciting, but then we got married eventually and then I've stayed here. So currently I'm actually working all based at home, so that's why we can travel around. So I work actually for a therapy company where I link clients on NDIS to therapists, so that's a really rewarding, lovely job. But yeah, as you guys know, I love to bake and cook and explore and exercise, and that's what life's all about. So that's me.
I was born in the Hunter Valley in the Cessnock region there and moved up for work about 6 years ago for tourism and stuff. And then met Monique. We met on an online Christian dating service actually. And she was in Brisbane, I was on the Gold Coast at the time, and then hit it off really well and eventually moved sort of to the Gold Coast to then live together. So
wow.
My
yeah.
Most of my family now lives on the Gold Coast. They all slowly migrated up over time.
Yeah, mine are sadly still all good.
So how long after you guys got married you started travelling?
Got married in December, started travelling about 2 months ago in June.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's like a honeymoon, but...
Oh, yeah. I haven't had a honeymoon yet. We actually did elope, so... that's going to come eventually. But so we've literally been traveling around for the 2 months. We kind of thought, let's do this because this opportunity did come up for me to work from home. And we, as I said, we love to explore and everything. So we were like, you know what, let's just do this. It's just a different lifestyle. We're young, let's do it. So very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of sort of wish we did it before we had kids. Not that we wish our kids away, but it would have just been different. But now...
we had, if there was opportunities that we probably could have taken that would have given us that before we had kids and seeing the country. But now we're working on getting everything planned to go next year with our kids. So it's going to be a different experience probably than what you guys have, but...
That's awesome.
We deliberately bought a van with no bunk beds, so there weren't any
kids.
Now
that you're talking about the van, tell us a bit of your setup. What sort of van do you have? What car and all that?
So we bought this van from the Gold Coast show, the Expo, back in March. That was sort of the last show before all the lockdowns started happening. We're originally looking for like secondhand vans, and then we're like, let's just go to the show and get a bit of an idea. And then we fell in love with the brand new ones. And then our budget kind of flew out a little bit.
So much.
And so we bought this brand new from the show. Was manufactured and built in January. Was completed in January of this year. So it's made by Essential Caravans. It's a 20.5 foot long. ATM is 2.9 tons. Just a double bed. We wanted something that had a full fridge, freezer and stuff, and an oven.
I need the oven.
Monique likes to cook and bake, so that was all important.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be self-contained in terms of having like a separate shower and toilet and everything, so that was all important as well. We mainly live in caravan parks anyway, so we don't sort of live off the grid, but we just wanted to have a van that was fully self-contained anyway.
Yeah.
And then the tow vehicle of choice was the Jeep. So we've got a Jeep Grand Cherokee 2015 Overland Edition. And yeah, we sort of wanted them to match in colour too. So the van was white and the car was white.
Oh, nice.
It's nice and together. So,
and like it's like the most expensive car we've both ever had. So we're just like, oh my gosh, like take care of it.
Yeah. Paranoid. I got to like park right down the very back of the shopping centre, away from everyone else.
And even when we're driving, and everyone's like, oh, you know, you can get like, you know, damage like from the salt, and I'm like, what do you mean? But that's okay. It was enjoyable. You just have to clean the car.
Just rinse it off. Just rinse it off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was the first time doing anything four-wheel driving, so it was quite light four-wheel drive. We just drove along the beach down at Rainbow Beach. Might have seen that post recently. It's had the coloured sand hills and everything.
Is there anything like in your setup that you guys that's like different or special, or you know, something that other people wouldn't have if they don't go out and put it in, or something?
The van was stock, like, so we didn't get it built, so it had what it had. We didn't sort of add anything officially. We've decorated our own and sort of put some fairy lights up the back of the bed there and done little modifications like that. I want to install a projector screen and a little projector in a movie theatre at some point. But, somewhere I can get like a custom screen made up and stuff. But yeah, other than that, that's mostly just sort of stock standard.
Yeah.
But,
nothing
we love the
special you carry around with you?
Anything special we carry with us?
Oh, goodness me.
Except for the little Yoda there. Anything else?
Except for Yoda. I think like it's home, you know, so everything. We have everything.
This plant had a story. When Monique started her first job on the Gold Coast, I went and bought her that plant and brought it for a workplace. So that was the first green in her office.
I'm surprised it's still alive.
Yeah, so she's a baby.
About a year and a half or so, I think that plant's been alive for.
I've always had to have help though, as in I once left it at work and everyone's like, you know, your plant was dying. I had to water it, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
Oops.
That's why I have kids, but that's okay.
We went down to Sydney and stuff for Monique's family a few weeks ago, and it had to come as well because it didn't want to die here in the van. So.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about your favourite destinations that you've obviously maybe saw already, or which ones you want to go and see.
Hervey Bay, where we are now, has sort of been really nice. Our first destination was Bribie Island, and that was really nice. Probably places to go or visit. I've always wanted to go to Kakadu, just I like the name. Want to go visit Kakadu.
Yeah, amazing.
Right up through the Kimberleys and Northern Territory and stuff is really nice. Looking forward to that.
Definitely. And personally, I've never been to like Cairns either. And I remember when I was younger, my grandparents always used to go there and love it so much. You know, they love the warmer weather, probably that's the reason. But definitely, I want to go to Cairns and just experience that. That'll be amazing. But like, I think Hervey Bay has been really great because we've done a lot of stuff that we've always wanted to do, because we've really grown with each other with you know, this type of stuff, because I wouldn't say all my life I've always wanted to be in a caravan, and Jono's the, you know, so we've really built the foundation on that, and we went forward driving together. We've done this all together. So yeah, being in Hervey Bay, experiencing the forward driving and stuff, that was a really good connection thing, and it was such a great experience. So yeah, we'll do more of that, which will be great.
Tasmania as well. Monique's done lots of trips to Tasmania growing up. We've investment property that we actually sold down there as well to help fund all of this.
Yeah.
But we want to take the van down there eventually for like a kind of 3-month window or something and explore it thoroughly.
So beautiful there.
So try to do that summertime. Probably won't make it this summertime. It's a bit hectic at the moment, but maybe summer time, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's thrown a bit of a spanner in everyone's travels these days.
But the tourism in Australia, like, I think it's picked up so much because people can't go overseas. So everyone is camping.
Spending money locally.
Everyone is camping, caravanning. Like, caravans have been apparently sold this year the most that it's ever been, and prices are going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a lot more accidents on the road with them now too, which is unfortunate.
It's so sad to
they're
see.
going to have to change them eventually for that, I reckon.
I hope so, yeah.
Never towed in my life before, so this was kind of a big jump, going from never towing to towing a 3-ton van sort of thing.
Because you got me, I'm supporting you. No,
but so that was interesting. We got a lot of extra safety features on the van just to kind of assist with that. Got an electronic stabilizer control and everything added to the van. Got the electric brakes as standard. But yeah, I got all the extra safety features I could, a reversing camera and everything on the back, just to give me that little kind of advantage and everything.
And you've done a lot of research, read on about how to do it and all that?
Yeah. It's been a good month or two before we picked a van, just working out all my weights and what car's compatible with what van and everything as well.
Yeah.
That's good, because a lot of people don't do that, and that's usually...
And it's quite confusing, all the different weights, the ball weights, the tail, and so...
you've got about 7 weights or so you've got to stay within limits. So the Jeep was it's on paper it can do 3.5 ton, but in reality, fully loaded, it can only do about 3.2. So the aim was to stay under 3 ton. This one was 2.7, and then I got it extended to 2.9. They just changed the plaque. $200 for 200 kilos.
Yeah.
Because you have to pack your stuff as well, and obviously when that's on top, you don't know. You have to get it weighed again, and I think that's when people just pack in and they don't really think about how much weight they're putting into the caravan.
We got rid of so much, and then when we were in our limits after we weighed everything, I was like, oh great, I can buy more clothes now. Woo! But we had to get rid of so much and everything because we were freaked out, like, oh no, can we fit everything in? So
we spent the first 2 weeks at my brother's place just kind of trial running the van, making sure we knew what we wanted, what we were missing, etc. Then we loaded it up, worst case scenario, put 200 litres worth of water on board and everything, and put it up to the max, and then we took it to the weigh bridge just to kind of see where we're at, and still had about 150 kilos to play with full tanks of water, so well within our limits, which was nice.
Yeah, that's good. It's also very good to check it every year, because you do, as you live, as people live, they put stuff on and they forget about it, and you just keep taking stuff on. And so just keep on top of it.
No, that's a good idea. Totally.
So I know obviously you guys take videos. You've got a YouTube channel, and you post your videos on your Facebook and stuff. So, like, what is your content creating gear that you use? Camera.
So I filmed our iPhone 11 Pro Max or whatever they call it now. So that does all the filming mainly. Got a DJI Mavic Mini drone for all the aerial stuff. I've got an DJI Action cam as well, which is all waterproof. Haven't used that too much yet. I used it on the go-karting video. I had it strapped to my chest while I was on the go-kart. We're waiting until we can start swimming once it gets warm enough, and then we'll start using it in the water. But pretty basic equipment, nothing too fancy yet. Probably upgrade eventually. All the editing is just done on my iPad with a program called Enlight Video Leap or something. So it's all pretty standard.
He's very good at video editing. I don't know anything about it. I'm just the person in the video.
I have seen some of your videos. They're really good.
Yeah, you don't need to have all the fancy things these days, though. like the more real it is as well, the better. And if you just have a little bit of, you know, change in between to make people just stay watching, then like I think it goes really well. So
yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have any history or experience with sort of videography or video editing or anything, but I've always had a bit of a knack for like framing up a shot and sort of telling a bit of a story through a video. So I'd originally planned on sort of outsourcing the video editing and trying to sort of hire an editor to kind of do that for me. But the logistics of sending files back and forward on limited internet connection, it was all kind of too difficult. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll give it a go and see what happens. And I enjoyed doing the first one and just kept going.
Yeah, because it keeps you a little bit busy because you don't do anything else. Like Monique works and it gives you something to do.
Yeah, so when Monique's working during the day, I'm sort of laying on the bed usually on the iPad editing and sort of getting the next one. So.
Like, oh, come on.
You're giving me ideas, Jono.
Stay in my pajamas for half the day. That annoys me.
Financial. Lovely. She can cover everything with just that. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. We've got obviously savings as well because we've sort of sold everything to do this as well. So there's money in the bank there as well. We're trying not to chew into that too much.
Yeah, we save as much as we can.
Monique's salary is enough to kind of keep us running as well. I haven't crunched the numbers fully yet, but it's sort of not really going up or down. I don't think it's kind of staying where it is, which is sort of pretty good. But yeah, hoping to turn this into an income eventually and sort of monetize and get sponsorships and stuff, and sort of stay out on the road indefinitely and sort of keep producing content. Sort of the plan.
Yeah. But I love my job. It just doesn't even feel like a job. It just feels like you're just chilling on your laptop, watch a bit of TV. But I'm so focused in work, you know, so it's good.
If we did get desperate for the need for an additional income, I'd just sort of do whatever I can on the road and go pick some fruit or do whatever's around.
I love that. Yeah, that's great.
They said on the news tonight, actually, they were struggling to find people to pick fruit and stuff because of all the international people not able to come to Australia to do it at the moment.
Weekend job. Woo.
So I'll go pick fruit.
I think even at the restaurants, and so some of the really like touristy places where usually where the backpackers and stuff stay a lot, they don't have people even like in the restaurants and the hotels and the pubs and stuff. They need people there as well. So if you can pour a beer,
if you're willing to do stuff, there's plenty of work, isn't there?
It's not something I wanted to sort of have to do because I spend so many hours focusing on the video side of things, and like an average video takes me kind of 6 to 8 hours to sort of edit and produce. So that sort of keeps me pretty busy and trying to do 2 or 3 of those a week, and then all the other little bits and messages and comments. And we try to get back to a person's comment with a like or a reply. Just to sort of engage with that audience. We're at sort of 3,700 followers on Facebook now in the last sort of 2-3 months now. So trying to build that.
They're all amazing. It's been a great experience. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Very encouraging to get back from people. We've had people that are sort of in wheelchairs and stuff that are so grateful for us to produce this content because they can't themselves they can't themselves get out and do what we do, and sort of been nice to do that. We also enjoy getting out and walking and running a lot, and we started doing the Bloody Long Walk to fight against Mito. We started doing that as a 10-day challenge from the 1st to the 10th of August. The was to walk for 35 kilometres over 10 days. We upped it to 100. We're doing 100 instead of 35 just for
love to
the extra challenge. We've done 75 Ks so far over 6 days.
Wow.
And so that's really good. So we're just trying to build awareness for that and sort of donations and everything. So that's been really rewarding.
Yeah, good. Well,
is that on your page? Like, have you got a link?
Yeah, there is. I've linked it to. I've tagged it. Pinned it to the top of the Facebook page.
On that note, where can our listeners go and follow you guys and watch your journey? So if you just want to give the handles or what they need to search for.
Yeah, so just Jonique Life, Jonique Life, over Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We've got all three of those platforms.
Yep.
Instagram's one word. The other two
we
are separate.
just wanted you guys to give a little bit of advice or
encouragement
yeah.
to someone that's obviously you are very young, so to encourage people that are in your age group or whatever to go out there and just do what you do,
really,
or if they want to do it, then do it, or whatever you want to say to them.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. What I would say, honestly, is life is all about enjoying and finding what your passions are. Obviously we can have, a luxurious house, luxurious cars, but it doesn't mean anything in life. It's what makes you happy. If this is going to be make you happy and make you feel fulfilled in life, you have to strive for it. So, just honestly, if you have to sell your houses and your possessions so you can get this or whatever, but it's going to bring you closer to the people around you, closer to nature, just do it. Just go for it. Because, life is all about enjoying and just being happy and content with yourself. So, that's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for us is a lot of people wait too long. Yeah. They wait towards the end of their life to sort of do what we're doing. And by then you've got a lot more sort of health problems, a lot more baggage, a lot more family commitments and all of that as well. Yeah. So it's important for us to kind of do it all now while we have the energy. A lot of people doing what we're doing can't go and do all the hikes that we're doing because, being older as well.
We have evidence of comments of that. So,
But, you can always find a way. If you're wanting to do this and wanting to live this lifestyle, there's no need to make excuses. There's always a way, whether you've got to find work on the road, sell everything, get a loan, do whatever you got to do. Like, there's always a way to do it. Maybe not in quite the style that we're doing, but you can go and get a rooftop tent on your car and go get a swag, and there's always a way to do it.
Yeah, because in life, as I said, it's about, so like in life, there's a lot of people that suffer from mental health issues and everything. Life is not worth it, it's about finding what makes you happy. So if this is going to be happy, do it.
Yeah, it's usually why you do things instead of what you're doing. And if why you're doing what you guys are doing is making you happy and, is something that like fulfills you every day, it fills your cup. So then, yes, do it. Just get out there and do it. So, yeah.
On the other hand, not every couple can live in close proximity to each other without killing each other. So.
What are you going to do for the rest of the night? What do you do like in your nighttime routine?
We usually are doing sort of business stuff, and Monique mainly looks after Instagram, so she's working on building that following. I sort of focus more on Facebook. So if we're not laying in bed working on sort of the business pages, we're either watching our own different things on two separate screens on YouTube or etc.
Yeah.
Or every second or third night we'll watch a movie together on sort of the TV. We've got sort of Netflix, or Binge is a new one that's just come out. We've got free access to that for 12 months. So.
We do have a bit of fun we're going to watch, but that's okay. There you go. That's a fight. But no, that's all we usually. But really up with the TV and stuff. Like I love to like go on the couch and just watch TV and everything. We can even go on the bed on the couches and stuff. So it just feels like home here. So it's great, just relaxing. And
we do a lot of walking as well. So after work, we'll go walking for 2 or 3 hours and cover like 10 to 20 kilometres sort of thing in a session. It's a lovely walk. The other night, low tide here at Hervey Bay, you've got the long pier which goes out about 800 or 900 metres. It's one of the longest piers in Australia. And during low tide, there's a massive sandbar underneath it. So we went for like a 2-kilometre walk almost out across the ocean.
Oh, wow.
And then the tide started coming in fast and we almost had to swim back, but it was an experience.
And like it was really creepy because the tide's coming back in, and then I'm looking in the water, and then a crab tried to like pinch me, and I'm like, what are these crabs doing? This crab just came out of nowhere, and we're like, no, a crab tried to bite me, and he goes, I can't see it, and then we just it was amazing.
Does the tide come in fast, or do you just realise it's it's coming in a little bit? Or
The whole land was very kind of flat. So when the tide came up, the land got swallowed very quickly.
Yeah, it was
so we walked all the way out. The deepest we got when we walked out was only about to our ankles. And then it got to the waist by the time we got back to the shore.
Wow. Actually, I thought we were just like, you know, like your...
No, they were swimming.
Oh, wow.
Orange as well was crazy.
It's an experience.
Do you fish by any chance, Jono?
Sorry?
Do you fish by any chance?
No,
I hate fishing.
I actually love fishing.
Oh, really?
Even with my grandparents, used to fish all the time when I was younger. So even at Bribie Island, I said to John, I said, we have to go fishing. We need to do fishing more because this just reminds me of my childhood. I love it.
Yeah.
And we did do fishing over there. I nearly did catch a fish. So, oh my gosh.
We've got one of our earlier videos of us fishing. We hired a boat out at Bribie Island.
Yeah.
We don't own any fishing gear though, so if we do fish, we just sort of hire stuff.
It's very therapeutic.
Not what I enjoy doing. No, there's much better things I'd rather pass the time.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. I can sit there all day just with my food and just fishing.
Well, we should catch up, and then Monique, me and you can go fishing, and Jono and Anna you can talk business.
I will sit there and fish. Don't worry. Thank you so much. It was so great to get to know you guys. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.